Hello, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. This is your tarot and oracle reading for the week ahead whenever you're finding this. If you're watching along as I post because you're subscribed, this is for the week of August 4th through the 10th, 2025. So Cancer, what is in store for you this week? You have the Magician and the Mirror in reverse here. Okay, so this energy is really interesting. First off, the world around you truly is a reflection of what's going on internally. So whatever situations that are going on that are really afflicting you deeply on an emotional level, those people and situations are reflecting massive lessons that your soul needs to learn and integrate. And as you learn and integrate them, those emotions may return back to peace, okay? So if someone or something is, I need to pause for a second. Okay. I just felt a weird presence, like a spiritual presence here, and I don't like to continue reading as these kind of creepy spirits pop up. So I wanted to cleanse that away for a moment. Cancer. You're the fourth sign I'm filming for tonight, and that just randomly came through. I feel, Cancer, that a lot of you may be needing to do a big energy reset, a big energy cleanse right now. And I am wondering if there's anything going on in your life, any relationship, anything external to you that's been provoking a lot of emotions within you, that just needs to be cleansed and reset, okay? Allow that cleansing, allow that resetting to happen. Also, with the Magician and the Mirror coming out in reverse here, I am wondering if there is a lesson here for you somewhere in life when it comes to not controlling the outcome, not feeling like you have to be the one to use your magic to force certain outcomes, okay? Once you feel like you're having to put a lot of energetic or spiritual legwork into achieving a certain outcome, like in a relationship or with a job or something like that, once it starts becoming exhausting, it may be time to take a step back and ask yourself, like, well, what is this teaching me? What is the wisdom for this in me? And reframe your mindset to be focused on you and to make you the center of your story, the center of your experience. Okay, the Magician and the Mirror in reverse. The Magician in reverse to me can show manipulation. All right, some of you guys may have been manipulated in the recent past, and I don't know, the word retaliation just popped into my mind. Now you're like, okay, well, I'm going to show them, or I'm going to get the outcome that I want in this situation. Try to avoid becoming the person who hurt you. We have the Queen of Cups in reverse. Yeah, Cancer. This is your energy. And this is your shadow, feminine energy, which is emotional manipulation and jealousy and listen, guys, a lot of you guys aren't going to like this reading. You're not going to like what I have to say, but I'm going to say it because I love you and you deserve the best. And I feel, Cancer, there could be a lesson for you today, the time that you're watching this, when it comes to not depending your emotional state and peace off of something external, okay? Like, for example, if somebody doesn't text you back, is that going to ruin your day? If the answer is yes, like, you're acting as the Queen of Cups in reverse, you know? You're depending your emotional state on someone else, and that's not fair to that person. And I don't care how much somebody hurts you. I don't care how much, they don't care. But it's like, you need to source your own happiness and peace from within. And there's a situation here that I feel like you need to be told about, where you may be depending too much of your happiness off of certain outcomes. Like really desperately wanting a certain outcome here. And if it doesn't happen, or as you're waiting, your peace is just destroyed. Like, no. Have acceptance here. Remove yourself from trying to control the outcome. And that's the thing, when you depend so much of your happiness externally, that's why manipulation starts occurring, or jealousy starts occurring, or being very emotionally exhausting starts occurring because you're depending too much of your happiness externally. So I feel like Spirit just wanted to illuminate that pattern to you at this time so that way it can be released. And if you're listening and you're actually keeping an open mind, you may actually end up having a really great week ahead. Okay? Yeah, 8 of Wands. This is my favorite card in the tarot. This shows seeds that you planted in the past really sprouting, really growing. And there's brilliant forward momentum in your goals, in your glow, okay? Communication may be coming in as well. We have the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. You're putting a lot of work in, okay? To the point where you may be tired. You may be staying up late at night and putting work in. You may be working tirelessly towards your goals, towards your growth, towards something. And that's what you should be putting a lot of your energy in, right? Staying up late at night, working on your dreams, not staying up late at night, worrying about certain relationships or certain outcomes, okay? Spirit is asking you to reclaim your sovereignty, reclaim your energy, and recenter your sense of happiness around you and the actions that you take, not around something that's out of your control, such as what somebody else is going to do. We have the World in reverse. Yeah, a cycle is ready to be complete and it's ready for a rebirth. Now, when the World comes out in reverse, to me, you're almost ready to enter into the Fool's energy, which is a brand new start, a brand new cycle. But there may still be lessons that you are integrating right now. And that lesson is not externalizing your happiness and your peace, okay? Recognizing that your peace, your happiness is self-sourced. And releasing the attachment to an outcome like, oh, I'll be happy when my ex reaches back out again. Or, oh, I'll be happy when I get that promotion. And it's like, no, you create your own happiness. You create your own peace. So it's like, whether or not that ex reaches back out to you, you're going to be happy no matter what because you are focused on your creativity, your health, your happiness, your loved ones, etc. You know? Don't source the happiness of your day around things like that. Is basically what it boils down to. That's the lesson here. That's the soul lesson, the karmic lesson for you. And once you integrate that, a new cycle will begin. We have the 5 of Wands coming out upright. Okay. And we have the Judgment card in reverse. Wow. Yeah. So there's an interesting energy here, Cancer, where I feel like you were holding on to something that you didn't necessarily want to let go. The reason why you didn't want to let go of it was because there was still a karmic lesson there for you to learn about yourself, which we just talked about, right? So you're keeping your energy open to this thing that's trying to end, and it may actually lead to chaos, conflict, competition, confusion, all of those things, right? And then there's something about you really integrating the spiritual lesson that was there for you, and then having this 5 of Wands moment occur when you were graciously keeping your energy open to like either reconciliation or things working out, that turns you off to the whole situation in the first place. And then you end up making the judgment call to leave someone or something in the past. So basically what I'm trying to say here is you were holding your energy open for some sort of reconciliation probably, or something to have a fresh start with you. And this is something that you had a sort of long history with. You were depending a lot of your happiness on that person, place, or thing. Like whenever they would reach out or chances of reconciliation or continuing the story would occur, you would be happy. And then when that silence would happen, you would be upset, right? You're learning the karmic lesson there this week, okay? Or in the week prior. You're learning to let go of the outcome. I can't control that. I'm going to create happiness within my own self, right? So then you create happiness within your own self. You're finally starting to feel at peace again. You're finally starting to feel good again. Life is moving forward again. Your plans, your goals, your dreams, that's what you're focusing on, right? While gently being like warmly detached, you know, keeping that door cracked open in case that thing wanted to work out. While that door is cracked, that person, place, or thing that you were hoping for some sort of restart with, they bring a lot of chaos into your life. But now that your happiness is not sourced from that person, place, or thing, the chaos that they bring into your life feels very disruptive and no longer like a loop that you're stuck in, seeking out the highs as opposed to the lows that come with that, right? And so now that you're sort of viewing that chaos as not attractive at all, you make the judgment call this week to actually let go and realize, like, yeah, I actually don't want this anymore. And that is big, Cancer. That is big. That's a big decision. Yeah, you're saying, I don't really want this anymore because it just feels like so much hard work just trying to get basic human decency and respect out of the situation at this point. Whereas in the past, I feel like you were hooked on that. You were hooked on highs and lows. But you're breaking out of that at this time. And it's not attractive to you anymore. So that's a great win. And that's hard. That's a hard karmic lesson to learn. So I'm very proud of you, Cancer, okay? Virgo actually had a similar message as well. But that was for the monthly readings, not the weekly readings. So thank you so much for joining me. Definitely watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get the fullest overview of this week ahead. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe if you have not already. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my intention oils there, shamanic life coaching sessions there, as well as my online tarot reading course, so check it out. Bye-bye.